Hey everybody, this is Danger from the Midnight Warriors Gaming Group, and my friends Quirky Mojo and Raiden, aka DM, have been telling me that I should create a video showing off what I've been working on our Minecraft server. So I figured I would take a few minutes here and kind of just give you a quick tour of what my little home base looks like, and kind of go from there. Anyways, never really created a video before for any sort of gameplay related stuff. So if you have any suggestions, feel free to leave those constructive comments in the comment section, and I'll check them out. Thanks. Anyways, so let's go ahead and log in here right now. And as you may know, if you've seen any of our videos, my friends and I, we all have a server together, the Midnight Warriors Minecraft server. First thing you'll notice is that I am on creative mode right now. I figured it'd be easier just to kind of give a quick tour of everything nearby. Kind of give you a real quick idea of what we've got going on here. So, anyways, my tower was the first thing that I built, and I kind of like it. It's kind of got my own style to it, and so I'll give you a quick run through here. In the tower, we have my first floor is just my crafting stations. I have stairs leading down. That's actually my basement down there, and that leads to my mining. This is primarily for storage. I am not as organized as Quirky, that has labeled boxes and crates, but I try to stay pretty organized. You'll notice that most of my stuff goes together. Going up to the third floor. The third floor is kind of the observation deck, and I actually built this for two reasons. One is that way I can walk out here and look out at all my local area. I can see Quirky's house way back there, his giant monstrosity, and then over there where that tree is, that's where Raiden's house is, and then beyond Quirky's is his son's place. So anyways, so that was the first reason, just so that I could look out upon what we've got going on here. The second reason was, at the time I didn't have my wall, and I wanted to avoid having spiders in my home. First of all, their hissing noise is extremely loud, and they can scare the crap out of you, let's be honest. So that's one of the first building lessons I learned when making any sort of structure, is that overhangs are good because spiders can't climb over them. So you'll notice when we get around to my wall also has an overhang. So from there, head on up to the third floor. Third floor is just a bed so that I can sleep. And then the top floor is a tiny little crafting station or enchanting station. So I've only got 3 bookshelves here right now. I haven't done a whole lot of enchanting, though if some of the new changes go in, I suspect that'll be different. They're adding additional ways to get XP, at least that's currently in the test server right now for Minecraft, so that if you mine minerals, or if you smelt ore, you actually get XP for it, and if you have more XP, then I suspect you'll have more opportunities to spend it. You know, I might even be willing to enchant an iron item if I don't have any diamonds. So anyways, this is my wall, and as I mentioned, it's got an overhang on it. This is the second iteration of the wall. The first one was just a straight wall all the way around. I have since built towers at most of the intersections and junctions, and I've added to the wall itself, so it's now wider. I actually have a walkway in the middle of the wall. So if you were to go around the corner here, you can see that you can walk from any single one of my towers using the wall strictly as the mechanism to get from one place to another. Just outside, you'll notice that I also have a moat. There's a chicken stuck in it. I like the idea of having a moat because it prevents creatures from coming up to your wall, so you don't get snacked upon by some zombie or skeleton or something like that. One thing I wanted to show you in relation to my moat is that this side of my house, you'll notice, is in snow, so my moat kept freezing over. I had to put torches along this bank to make sure that my moat was still a moat. Let's see here. It also took me a long time to actually fill that up with water, so I would not recommend it unless you have a good water supply somewhere, which I've used in these. I built the everlasting pool. Basically, if you build a 2x2 square and fill the opposite corners with a bucket of water, you can then pull water out of it infinitely. It doesn't ever disappear. You'll notice that each one of the corners is a little bit different. I have different styles of towers throughout this complex, and it's just more of a matter of what do I feel like building here, more than anything else, more than a desire to do something differently. The large tower leads up to the walkway with a rail system that goes on to Quirky's house, and then from there it also goes off to his sons as well as Raiden's. Let's see, what else did I want to show you? Alright, so you can see my little gardens here, vegetable gardens. I also really like to have things well lit. So you'll notice I have netherrack on top of my walls right now, and then I have these kind of lamp posts with glowstone up here, and torches all over the place. And I really don't like things spawning within my home. Down here is my sheep pen. As you can see, it looks like an Enderman has been decorating in there. And then also over here is my cow pen, and as you can see from my sheep standing there, if anybody has any suggestions on how to build a better animal pen, I am really open for it, because as you can see, it's got a roof, it's got walls, it's actually dug a square deep, and yet all of my animals still escape because they can bounce upon the top of one another, and that makes it so they can clip through the building itself. Anyways, I'm open to suggestions because I've got my one sheep and my one cow left in this building. So I quickly also wanted to run through a couple other areas of my house. Let's see here, we'll go into my tower, and down, and as I mentioned, you can walk from all of my buildings out to, you can walk through the walls to all my towers, and then in addition, my corner towers connect directly to my basement. So you can see right here, my basement, the stairs go up to my main floor in my tower, and then you can then walk all the way around and actually not leave the fortress itself to travel around. You'll see here, I like viewing rooms, I like underwater rooms, and that's where we're going to go check out next. That's my underwater home, shall we put it. Alright, so real quick we're going to jump down here. I actually had to plan this pretty well because of the way I like to build underwater. There's a lot of tutorials on how to build by going out and then building a column that goes all the way down to the bottom using sand, and then digging out the sand and you know, kind of building your structure that way. I actually like to build from the bottom or close to the bottom out, because I don't like having a big pool that I have to fill up above once I build underneath. Plus some of these areas are pretty deep, like you'll see here. I had a gate here. I added a gate specifically because one day I was walking here and I came around the corner and I found a creeper, and he proceeded to blow up, and I had to reconstruct this. Anyways, as you can see here, my underwater area is I like glass, and I like to have it visible so you can see out. As I mentioned, it's pretty deep here. That's the dock that's outside my main tower, so it takes a pretty decent chunk of your air holding your breath to get all the way down to the bottom. I dug out, and what I tend to use are a lot of ladders and doorways. Doors will actually not allow water to go through them, so like I could put a door here and have this covered up, and I could move back and forth between the two areas, and then this allows me to breathe. And then ladders do the same thing. If you were to place a ladder against the wall right here, it would actually create an air bubble within it, and you can then use that as a station to kind of work out of. And then what I do is I map out, corners and stuff like that, put ladders at all those corners, and slowly I'm able to kind of work my way around the entire area. As you can see, I have multiple rooms in here, which are primarily empty right now. I haven't really figured out what I want to do with them at the moment, other than this one, which is my next my nether portal. I will show you what I'm working on in the nether shortly. It's kind of a nexus of sorts I like to explore. So what I do is I go to the nether, and because of the ratio of blocks in the real world to blocks in the nether, you can travel much quicker, and I build additional portals that way, so I just kind of explore the world. After that, I kind of built this out, again using my glowstone and stuff, to create a tunnel underwater that then takes me to this room. If anybody recognizes this, that'd be great. When I brought Quirky Mojo here the first time, he did not. This is a M in light blue, and this is a W in white blue for Midnight Warriors, and so it's kind of cool because it's the same both ways. But if anybody has any suggestions on 8-bit letters that would help me out and make this more legible, that would be awesome. Finally, I'll take you on up to the second story. I kind of was thinking about making this a really intricate crafting and storage and alchemy station. Haven't had a whole lot of time to really focus on it, but that's kind of what I'm thinking right now. And then if you go all the way up to the third floor, this is just another bedroom, and it's kind of cool. I really like the fact that you can see all the way up through, especially at night when the moon's going over and such. It's kind of just a relaxing little space, or at least I would like to think it would be if it was real. Let's put it that way. Finally, from here, I actually have some additional buildings that I've been building. If I go this way through these doors, this will actually take me up to another tower and a railway station. I haven't really done a whole lot with that, so I'm not really going to go through that whole section right now. Though I will talk about one thing that I learned about here, and the reason this is walled off is because I haven't really done much down there at all yet. It's just the cave that was here when I dug into the wall. But one thing I did find out is if you are, say, being shot by a skeleton who's on the far side of this lava, and he shoots an arrow at you through the lava, not only do you get hit for arrow damage, but you can also get hit for fire damage. That was a painful lesson. Anyways, this is just a quick tour of what my area looks like. I hope you think it's kind of cool, or if you have any, like I said, suggestions or comments or thoughts or ideas on how to make it even cooler, throw them in the comments section. I'd be more than happy to check them out. In the meantime, I am going to go ahead and finish this thing up and head on out. Put links to some of our information in the comments section, and then let me know if you have any cool ideas or suggestions on how to kind of make this better. I'll do another video here soon that will talk about the show, kind of what I've done in the Nexus. But goodbye for now, and thanks for listening. Bye-bye.